We should not be giving black people the same vaccine schedule that's given to whites because their immune system is better than ours. Can you please explain what you meant?
There's a series of studies, I think most of them by Poland, that show that to particular antigens that blacks have a much stronger reaction. There's differences in reaction to different products by different races.
So I have 17 seconds left. Let me just ask you then. So what different vaccine schedule would you say I should have received?
None.
What different vaccine schedule should I have received?
I mean, the Poland article suggests that blacks need fewer antigens than...
This is so dangerous.
So you get the same measles vaccine.
Mr. Kennedy, with all due respect, that is so dangerous. Your voice would be a voice that parents would listen to. That is so dangerous. I will be voting against your nomination because your views are dangerous to our state and to our country.
He's telling you that we need fewer antigens because organically, especially in black people, we already produce enough antigens and antibodies to cure anything that may come our way. I understand, well, what if it doesn't recognize and all this other stuff? He's clearly telling you that that's not our case here. I'm glad he brought up Poland and all these other cases because this is a prime example how they know us better than we do. We sit here and want to be on the defense so much because we want to claim we hate this administration, which has been given and paying homage to African American and black people, period, twice in 1 week for an administration to be so fucking racist. But anyway, if we're overproducing antigens, guess what happens? It causes autoimmune diseases like lupus, like cancers, like multiple sclerosis, and everything that will compromise our immune system. That's the point to this situation. And if we're sitting here talking about, oh, this is dangerous to the country, ain't it already? You mean to tell me y'all like y'all kids banging their head in the walls? You like putting earmuffs on their ears? I'm glad he brought up measles as opposed to COVID because everybody blames COVID. But this is a prime example that these early childhood immunizations are causing these illnesses that carry on into our adulthood. We sit here and think, oh, our diet will be a quick fix when our whole body's already been hijacked since our first immunization shots. We need to wake up and put our differences to the side and see when we're actually having a win here as a community. We sit here and want to wear ribbons and enter all these marches and talk about, we need to donate more money to these foundations who constantly keep us sick. If our immune system is constantly being triggered to start the inflammation process, start the mucus process, that means we're in a constant state of being sick. Our body is working overtime to fight things that we're injecting into our bodies, let alone the stuff that's leaking out of labs. This so-called woke generation is like y'all sleep and got insomnia and got amnesia. We can't be so-called smart and woke, because woke is consciousness. How you not conscious to this? You don't look around? I've been on this planet for 40 years. This lady, this senator, looked like she been here for a little longer than me. You don't see the difference in our children from back in the day until now? It's not obvious. Forget the data. Look around you. Cancer rates going up at an alarming rate. Everybody and their mother is diabetic. Our children are suffering, and we sitting here coddling that shit like that's normal. Not only is the poison in our foods, but we dragging our children to these institutions so we could be put on their protocols. We're constantly having back pains and ailments and arthritis and this and that and the third. And we sit here constantly feeding our system medications to try to remedy and put a bandage on the situation when none of this stuff should be existing in the first place. We sitting here talking about, oh, they're going to bring us back to slavery. They're going to put us in nooses again and all that. We already on a noose. But we on different trees this time. The new level of trees is called syringes. And instead of running from our oppressors, we're running towards them. Remember? Put it in me. I don't care what it is. Just inject it in me. And mothers across America talking about, my baby got their shots. Did you take your baby there? And then judging each other judging those that don't want to drag their babies, that don't have a voice, to these offices to get injected with these illnesses. What we've been going through medically as a country, that's not dangerous already? That's not awkward? Looking at our kids malfunction in front of our eyes? Don't we want our kids to get our puzzle pieces back? Get their concentration back? That's more dangerous. It is projected that in these next few years, 50% of all children will have autism. That's not alarming? That's not dangerous? You got 20, 30-year-old vegans, athletes, contracting cancers and different things like that. And it's not even just about the COVID jab. It's also these childhood jabs that's still in our bodies. That's the real danger. And this is what y'all co-sign. This is what everybody's in the uproar about. Oh, yeah, girl, get them, sis. No, they already got you. They already got you. Now we on these detox. Everybody want to detox to get all this shit out of our body. We need a difference. Let's make America healthy again. Because obviously, whatever y'all been doing for all these decades is actually making us sicker.